I'm sort of in the wrong place here. I'm not gonna lie. I shouldn't be where I am.
Why?
He's waiting. I used water to defend him.
Hello!
Get around the corner.
I'm gonna try a Formula E move. You ready?
That certainly wasn't nice.
I'm not sure how to
Okay. Welcome back to another one of my ADHD nightmares where I chuck 1,000 different clips into the timeline and somehow manage to cobble it together into something people can actually watch. You might be wondering why it's taken me almost 3 months to bring out this next round, and there are several reasons, not all of them very fun. Regardless, here it is now, and hopefully this kind of hiatus doesn't happen again. Anyway, I can't really remember what happened in this race, which either means it went really badly or nothing happened at all, which might explain why it's been festering on my hard drive all this time. Let's find out then, shall we? Starting with qualifying, where I got a 103.6, putting me 4th by the end of the session. I didn't improve for the Super Pole, slower by 1.5 tenths, which resulted in a grid position of 5th. And with that out of the way, let's move on to warm-up.
This car's
It's
so
like the same as you again.
I hate this car so much. Oh, okay. I was leaving the inside open.
That's
I forgot where that corner went. If I'm honest with you.
I've just inserted myself into a piece of cheese, so
Okay.
Who's this Mahindra?
me.
I'm
He-
Shut the fuck up. Go, go, go!
Oh, the roundabout.
Try for the. Oh, my engine temp's hot. How's that work? My battery's overheating.
Nice Samsung. Here we are on the grid then, ready for lights out. Oh, and I've jumped the start. Yep, earlier in the day I was driving a classic F1 car and tried doing a clutch start like I'd done in that race, which obviously was never going to work, and now this race is all flooding back to me. I end up getting a drive-through penalty of course, but even before I can serve it, look at the absolute chaos occurring through turn 1. By the end of the lap I've dropped down to 12th, and I've really got it all to do now as I emerge 16th out of 17 drivers after the penalty. I'm going to have to seriously push. The chase is on. I managed to get back up to the pack only a lap later, and it seems I've got a decent bit of pace over them. Still, it's not going to be easy to get a pass done at any point during this race, unless the cars ahead make mistakes. Towards the end of lap 4, that very thing happens, and I'm up to 14th. A lap later now, and we've caught up to Richard in the Sister Mahindra, who's on the back of a pack of cars. We're both having to be extremely tentative around the corners as there's a huge accordion effect with how close we all are to each other. At the start of lap 6, Richard lets me pass, in an odd sort of way, but nonetheless, we're up a position.
Nice, I'll let you by. Oh fuck, sorry. You have a go at them, so I
Let
can't.
people know if you're gonna be slow and be in danger.
And there's another since the car spun there on the exit of turn 1. Here we are on lap 8 then, we've been on the tail of Kasperzik for a couple of laps now, and you can tell with the oversteer corrections like that, I'm starting to get a little impatient. It's all about braking just that little bit later into the first hairpin, and we've got the move done. No time to relax though, as points are just one position ahead, and into the next turn it's very nearly curtains for both of us with that mistake. I bide my time though, and with some tactical positioning through the hairpin, I'm able to slew my car up the inside for what was in the moment a pretty uncertain move, as we went side by side into the next corner as well. Up ahead on the next lap, Andy appears to have overdone it into the first turn. It's something I'm pretty sure all of us have in the back of our minds on every lap. Who am I kidding? Every corner. A lap later and Stefan is positioning his car in just the right places to keep me behind. It's going to take a small miracle to get past if this keeps up. Ah, here's one.
My way and crashed into me.
By this point it's getting pretty foggy in the VR headset, so on top of all the other difficulties of driving a mile-wide car around an inch-wide track, I can't see. For those of you who don't know what that's like, here you go. I have to actually tilt my head down to look up to be able to see.
Is it just an unlap?
And somehow, despite being almost last on lap 2, I managed to almost match my grid position. Well, I'll say almost.
Oh, my game just crashed.
Oh wow.
What?
Wow.
Fuck off, man.
Not the way I would have wanted to gain that position, but R-Factor 2 is an unpredictable beast. So with Liam robbed of 5th, I inherit that position, a full lap down from Sam, the race winner. Is it over now?
I think Liam, you've beaten. You're still like well in the points.
No, but I was P5. It was like 2 corners from the start finish.
Alright, so that was Hong Kong. Next time round is Paris. See you in another 3 months.
Dame